So this video is going to walk you through the annotations that you're going to do for First They Killed My Father. So for each assigned reading, it's every night that you have assigned readings, you are going to write 4 annotations. You should be prepared for daily annotations and reading checks. So here's exactly how to do it. So the 4 annotations you will have is a book annotation, summary annotations, 10 stages of genocide annotations, and a theme annotation. So let's start with book. For a book annotation, you are going to highlight something from the text. You're going to be thinking in your head, what does the author want me to know? Or what is the author's or character's internal struggle here? What events or images are being repeated? What literary device is being used and why? Or do I see a beautiful sentence somewhere, something that is just exquisitely written? You're going to locate any one of these things, not all 5, any one of these things you are going to find in your book, and you're going to highlight it. Once you highlight it, you have to write something next to it. So next to it, you will write the word book. And then, if you thought you were doing this one, what is the character's internal struggle? You highlighted something, you would write, Luong is struggling with blank because blank. You're obviously going to fill in those blanks. Ong uses the literary device metaphor to achieve blank, and the effect is blank. Or you highlighted something you thought was wonderful, and you said, this is a beautiful sentence because it expresses what? What does it help the reader do? Or this color is being repeated. Here is why I think it's being repeated. All right? So these are book annotations, and you have to do 1 each night. Now the summary is a little different. Every 5 pages, on any page that is a multiple of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, all the way to the end of the book, you are going to write 2 to 3 bullet points at the bottom of the page summarizing the main events that have happened. This is to keep you on track as you're reading and to make sure you understand what's going on. You might not have room at the very bottom. Maybe you have to write it on the side of the page. That's okay. But on all pages that are multiples of 5, you will write 2 to 3 bulleted points stating the main events that happened in the previous 5 pages. So every 5 pages, you're summarizing. Next is the 10 stages of genocide annotation. You will do 1 of these per reading. You're going to identify which stage of genocide we are in this moment in the text. Then you're going to write 1 sentence of explanation for why or how the events fall into this stage. For example, this is an example of blank because blank. So at the bottom of your page, we've given you the 10 stages of genocide, and we've gone over this with you in class, or if you haven't had class yet, we will tomorrow. So you have classification, symbolization, discrimination, dehumanization, organization, polarization, preparation, persecution, extermination, and denial. These are the 10 stages of a genocide. If you forget what one means, we have this handy document. We've given this to you in class, or we will be giving it to you in class, and you can reread it. So if you find a spot and you think, this is clearly an example of dehumanization, okay? You are going to say, you're going to highlight the section in the text. Next to it, you're going to say, this is an example of dehumanization because the people are being forced to blah, blah, blah. You are not, I repeat, not going to say, this is an example of dehumanization because they are being dehumanized. You must provide something specific that is happening that puts it into that category. Finally, you're going to do 1 theme annotation per reading. So what theme seeds do you see developing as you read? These will be single words for the first 50 pages, and then we're going to start to turn them into theme statements, which we'll talk about later. So this is an example of the theme seed family because It shows how close this family is and what they do together. For example, eating noodles. Okay? This is an example of education because this is an example of power because, right? We're not giving you the theme seeds. You are coming up with those on your own at this point. So let me give you a recap. Every night that you read, you will have one book annotation, one Stages of Genocide annotation, one theme annotation, and on every page that is a multiple of 5, you will have a 2 to 3 bullet summary of what happened on the previous 5 pages. So any page that ends with a 5 or a 0 will have something on it. If you have any questions, please reach out and let us know.